now has to come out here and bail him out.
On first down, here comes this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to move it through the air. Coming out aggressively. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not...
This kid was looking for very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Here we go. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Black 14! Black 14!
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Quickly complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
2nd and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. To the air, it's McLeod. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Wilson.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes the connection. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Steps away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Now adjusting. Looking for his man in the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I would love to see him tell you that was the greatest play call ever. The offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
And the Bobcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. on second and goal.
Single.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They go right back to their man on second and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas State. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's McBride. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. The defense going to stop.